Hello, Mo.
Yes.
Is this really planned for 2 hours?
It's an hour, 30 minutes. So I'll see how I can round up within an hour.
No, wala. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, because most of the things that are there is something that we're familiar with, so we'll just be fast.
Okay, I think we can start then.
Maybe we'll come to the retraining program, then that will be a big document, so we can. But this is just for merchandisers to onboard them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's go now. Go.
Yes.
Let's start now.
Yeah, let's just wait for 2 minutes.
Who are we waiting for again?
I don't think everybody has joined. Well, just give that 5 minutes. Please, we'll start soon. Okay, we'll start now. So this manual, like I explained earlier, it's actually meant for merchandisers onboarding, and when we get some supervisor or people that are new to modern trade handling, or new people joining the team that doesn't know about Perfetti, doesn't know about our brand and all that. So we need this manual to onboard them. Okay, so first thing is for them to understand, our global representation as Perfetti. So Perfetti has been around since 2001, but in Nigeria, came in 2013, then 14, start production. So this is how we are around the world. So we operate in about 38 operating countries. So we are operating in those 38 countries, but available for sales in over 150 countries, and we manufacture in 31. We have 31 factories around the world. So these are our global representation that we just need to just take the merchandisers through so that they can understand where they are coming to work, the bigger picture. So where are we in Nigeria? So this is talking about when we started our production in Nigeria in 2014. Since 2014, we've been around producing world-class range of confectionaries. So and then we have 5 major brands, which is Chupa Chop, Mentos, Apelebe, Center Fresh, Center Fruit. This is something that we're familiar with. So I'll quickly move to who is a merchandiser. So please, as I'm going on with the discussion, if you need to pause me, you can just pause me to take it back. So that it will not just be like I'm just talking. So by definition, merchandiser is the link between shoppers and the sales floor. Ensuring the right stock in the right place at the right time to maximize sales and margin performance. So this is the simple definition of a merchandiser. So the job of merchandiser is centered around the floor, the shop floor, making sure that our stocks are the right position in the stores. They are placed in the right, the stock are placed in the right shelf, so because even when you have a shelf, maybe when we come to that, I'll explain more. So merchandisers mostly interact between the shoppers coming to the store and also ensuring that the stocks are positioned properly where the shoppers can see it and then buy. So he or she ensures that the correct mix of products are stocked and displayed in order to achieve greater sales and maximize profit. He or she liaises closely with sales and store operations team to make sure the stock is properly monitored and available, stopping underperforming line and increasing the stock of those products that are proving popular with the shoppers. So this is just a big definition of merchandiser, but what it simply means that they are our representative at the floor level. They monitor our stock availability in the store, on the shelf, and then they also ensure that the product are properly placed on the shelf, and they study availability in terms of, okay, the stocks that are selling fast, which one is not selling well, so they share all this kind of information. Okay, so this particular slide is very, very important for us to understand the responsibility of merchandisers. So very, very important one is ensure availability of listed item on the shelf and cash points at all time, except for items OOS in the company. You see, so the merchandiser, first thing is for them to know all their products, know all our products. So when they know all our products, they will know which one is not available in their stores, and if it is not listed, the merchandiser, because she has seen all the products, she knows all the products, she'll be the one, telling, oh, this particular product, I've not seen it in my store, I don't have this product, so she'll be the one that will be talking to the TSM, talking to the ASM, talking to key account executive about the products that they don't have in the store to ensure that they have it. Ensure product visibility and at eye contact level. You see, so I'm using that arrow to show eye contact level. So the general way to define eye contact level, explain eye contact level is the position between your shoulder and your hip, between shoulder to hip. So that position is at eye contact level because the way shoppers make their shopping, you don't shop inside the store looking up or looking downward. So there is a particular 45-degree direction you look at, which is from your shoulder level down to your waist, side. So that particular region, if you have a very, very tight shelf where other competitors are there, so that's the right position to be. So it's the job of a merchandiser to ensure that we're properly positioned within that eye contact level so that shoppers coming into the store, they will see our product and buy it. Okay, so ensure to display stocks following best practice. FIFO, that's first expiring, first out. So this is one key thing, but we thank God that our products, they have a long expiry date, and they were producing locally most of the products. In some other companies that their product have very, very low expiry date, this is very, very key. Even for us too, it's very, very important that our merchandisers, they study expiry, especially for stores where they keep stock in the stock room, where they have extra stock room to keep the product. So it's very, very important that the first expiry go out before the last expiry one. So very, very important too in stores where we have a secondary display. I'll come to that later. We have cash points. So when we have product that is close to expiry, the right place to position them will mostly be on the checkout, which is the cash counter. So that will be the most important position to display it for sellout. We'll discuss that later. Ensure right products pricing on the shelf and secondary display so that we do not lose sales to competition. So pricing is very, very important. We cannot emphasize on this. So when you put product on display without pricing, it's as good as keeping it in the stock room. People compare pricing mostly to do shopping, especially this time. People look at the competition, look at what's value for money for them, and if your product is very expensive compared to the other ones, it can make them to quickly take decisions. So the pricing is very important. Maintain in-store relationship with relevant persons who are interested in supporting us: supervisor, sales manager, receiving manager. So these are the important people that the merchandiser will interact with in the store. So it's very, very important that the merchandisers maintain the relationship with all these people. So as part of their job, they must maintain a cordial relationship with these people, to make sure that we get the benefits of having the merchandisers in the store. Okay, so the next point is that be hungry and greedy for more space to create visibility and take advantage of every opportunity inside the store, in store. So as a merchandiser, one of their merchandisers are actually fighters. They fight for their brand. They try to take every opportunity to claim space. It is their job to try to expand the visibility of our products. So when they have shelves and our products is shrink, they keep on expanding share of shelf by placing more products, and then never being satisfied with whatever space they have. So very, very important that we train our merchandisers to be very greedy when it comes to space and also be hungry. They should also be complaining in case they notice that something is happening to the shelf. Maybe one manager is reducing their shelf, so they need to inform the supervisor, inform the key account executive, whoever is managing them, to come to the store. That is a very hungry merchandiser. So they will communicate when something is going wrong with the shelf. Okay, report competition activities. Very, very important too. If there's something happening in store with competition, it's the job of the merchandiser to report it, even before the supervisor visits the store. Share daily resumption and closing pictures. So this is actually part of what they are expected to do, Can I move on?
Sure,
Yes.
sure, move on.
Yeah. So
Yes,
now
boss.
we'll come to merchandising code of conduct. So before now, we've not communicated anything like this. So I thought of it that very, very important for us to give direction to our merchandisers. So there are three things here we'll discuss. One is the unacceptable. So unauthorized absent from work. So this is not acceptable. Merchandisers must communicate in case there's something very important for them to do. They try to do it during their off days. If it cannot wait, then it needs to be discussed with the supervisor, to get permission to be out from work. Merchandisers are strictly prohibited from processing, using alcohol, illegal drugs during working hours. So yeah, so our merchandisers need to be disciplined. They don't take alcohol or whatever that will make them be in the wrong mindset. So very important. Sharing of confidential information about the company, so yeah, whatever we say will be confidential that we share with them, so they have to keep it confidential as well. Leaving store or shelf before your scheduled time or abusing break meal times. So we've seen some merchandisers, they say they go for a break, from there they will not come back to the store, and maybe you wait for like 1-2 hours, they're still not back. Some merchandisers, they take that time to go to the market to go and do their own shopping and all that stuff. So they must not abuse the break time. If it is 1 hour, they use 1 hour and then come back to the store. Damaging or destroying of company products, stocks, so we don't really have things like this that they manage. So they must take care of their stock properly so that we don't get damage. In our case, we don't really have things like that, but very, very important too. So theft. So our merchandisers need to, theft is an integrity issue. So they must know that anything that comes, any information that comes to us that, okay, there's any theft happening in the store, that's not acceptable. Insubordination to your manager, supervisors, or to the store management. So this is totally unacceptable. Late coming to outlets, not sending or sending late daily, weekly, and monthly sales report. So whatever report that we've agreed that they should send, they must send it and send it on time. Okay, the next part, harassment, inappropriate verbal conduct, which includes derogatory jokes, comments, sexually induced. So all this not acceptable. Unwelcome touching, hugging, blocking movement of person while walking, constant brushing up against another's body. So all this form of harassment is not acceptable. Then coming to dress code, they must maintain a clean and neat and clean appearance. Very, very important, which include their grooming of their hair. They plait their hair when it is necessary. So very, very important. They must appear very smart and clean. And for our full-time merchandisers, it's very, very important that they wear their uniform. They come up with their uniform. If the uniform is getting worn out, bad, they need to complain. They need to speak out to get more dress, because they are representing us in the store. They must represent us very well. For safety reasons, barefooted, open-toe shoes, sandals not allowed. So the appropriate shoe for them to wear is canvas, shoe that can cover their legs properly, and yeah, so very, very important. And when it comes to their trousers, they should not wear cut off or ripped jeans, t-shirts with off color or offensive wordings. Some shirt that has the writing on them, it's not acceptable. Even the part-time merchandisers, they need to know, even though they are working for other companies, so we need to let them know. Altered or tanked tops, wind wear or considered inappropriate at any work are considered inappropriate. So any dress that will not represent us well, they are not accepted. They are not allowed to use them. When it comes to their trouser, the color that is acceptable is black color trouser, black color, not different colors. Somewhere white jeans, somewhere different colors. So it's not acceptable. So torn, tattered, or dirty clothes is never acceptable. Revealing clothes is unacceptable. Hair must be clean and appropriate. So these are all self-explanatory. I'll move to the next thing. So this is very, very important. Piercing of body piercing, nose rings, and all that. So sunglasses, not acceptable. Okay. So we move to know your brand. So like I've showed earlier, we have 5 brands: Super Chop, Mentos, Apelebe, Center Fresh, and Center Fruit. So this is something that we're familiar with. So we just take them through all these. They should understand all our center brands, cup, the sticks, and all that. Then Mentos brand. So we have the Mentos candy, both pouch and cup. So this is what we're familiar with. So we need to take the merchandisers through this to understand our products. Okay, the Mentos gum. These are all high value pack, the bottles and the blisters. Yeah, so.
Sorry, Chief.
Yeah.
Please, can you go to the center photo?
Okay. Is there something missing?
Something. Okay. Is it this?
I can move on, right?
This banana or this mango stick? 5p.
Which one? Okay, we have this is banana. This is mango. This is mango.
We don't have banana.
I think the picture is just
don't have
for
banana.
illustration.
Banana here now.
The picture
no,
is just for illustration.
Yeah, the picture. I don't have the cup. I don't have the cup
we don't
of
have
the banana.
stick. No. Don't worry, Moses. Don't worry.
But you understand what I mean?
We are, like Amos said, it's just to
give
you an idea of the SKU. We don't have we don't have this thing stick up. We don't have banana stick. 5p.
Banana 5P.
We don't have.
We don't have.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, I saw it. That's why I put it there. Yeah. Okay, so then these are the Mentos gum. Then Apelebe. So the pouches, and then the chew, and then the 9 stick. Then these are Chupa shop brands, Filifoli, and then the Rainbow. Then we'll have the 25p lollipop and 10p's. Okay, so yeah, so they need to understand that other stores where we have merchandisers to, these are our top 20 stores. So these are our top 20 stores at the day with their contribution. So these are the stores, most stores where we have merchandisers. Apart from, we still have others, but the top 20 stores are these stores. So these are some of the stores that they're most likely to cover. So that's why we put them here on this slide. I'm sure most of us are familiar with those stores already. Okay, so know your POSM and planogram. So the point of sales material. So for us to connect with the
sorry.
Yeah.
I wanted to just look at that slide that you left. Now I'm just trying to. So these are their contributions, eh? Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
This, for instance, I did 0.9% is their contribution.
Yes. I think this was as at September. I think, yeah, as at September.
One would think that Adide should do better than SPAR based on 40
the numbers
branches.
Of branches.
Yes.
They're not really organized like that.
I know.
Yeah. They're not organized.
Next is only 2 branches, but
yeah,
only
because
1%.
Abuja is not really functioning now.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Amos, any news about when they will come up? I know they were planning to reopen October. Is Zibili in this call?
Yeah, Zibili should be here.
John is here.
Zibili.
I think soon. There have been some meetings in recent times. John, you can speak.
So the initial plan was to open December, but I think since
your volume is very low.
You are very far from your phone.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, so I said the initial plan was for the store to open by December 2022. But with how it's going, I don't see that happening. It's not feasible because nothing is happening on the site. So I don't know if it's because of Obi's involvement in politics now that everything has been put on. So
it's a different management. I'm not sure anything politics has to do with it.
I'm not sure that Obi is involved again. Okay, let's move. Yeah. So this we're talking about moving on to our point of sales material and planogram, which is a very, very important part that they need to know, because going around, I've seen that some merchandisers, they just know that we have point of sales materials. Some of them don't even know their name. They cannot differentiate. So it's very important that we show them all this. So every company provides some sort of POSF material for themselves. So for us, these are some of the POS material we have. We have FSU, which is freestanding unit, or you call it floor standing unit. We have CTU, which is countertop units, and then we have 3 type of CTUs. So we have the 8-tier, the high value pack CTU. Yeah, I'll show that, and we already know it. I'll just show you guys too in the next slide. Slim wheels. We have slim wheel for lollipop puddings, 14p puddings. Okay, so yeah, something that we're familiar with already. So the one with the star crown, that is the one that we are currently using. Then we have the new design that is coming. That is the one on the right hand side here. This is the new design we're expecting. Yes.
When are we expecting them?
I think we already have them in the warehouse right now. We've received them. Yeah, sorry. We've received them in the warehouse. And this is the planogram This is the planogram for the display. If you have this type, the old type, so this is how the planogram should be. So the on the crown you have fruits, you have the mint in between the fruits and the rainbow. You know, if the three flavors are there, then filling it here, we have the fruits should come, then the mint, then before the rainbow. You know, so you can interchange the fruit and the rainbow. The reason why we didn't put the fruit next to the rainbow is because the color are looks close to each other, so they look alike. That's why we put the mint to separate between them color. So this is how it should be merchandised. Similarly, on this new display, it should be that way. So fruit, mint, rainbow. Then if we have a new flavor, MPD, we will have a new brand, maybe the cola come in future. So anytime we have the MPD new one, it should be at the top here. At the top, you know, the first layer should have the MPD, while the middle layer will have the mint, and then the lower part will have mix of rainbow and the fruit. So this is the planogram for our puddings. Okay, so slim wheel is straightforward. You just fill the holes. I think there are this the 25p. This carries about 5, I think almost 5 pack of 25. It's about 120. Although you can reduce the height based on how you want to, you know. But the standard one, if you put up to 10, it carries 100 plus. Okay, so this is the 8th tier. These are 8th tier CTU, which we're already familiar with. Okay, so this is the planogram. We're just going through it because of the merchandisers, so that as they're coming in, you take them through from day one. They understand the planogram already, you know, so when they go into the store, they know exactly what to do and how to merchandise the product. Okay, so we have the smaller CTU, which is part of what is being distributed right now. So we have the bottles here on top, then we have the blisters, we have 5Ps, and then we have 9P. Okay, so for the CTU, sorry, for our FSU, so this is the planogram for our FSU. So what the last production we made was it has 6 layer. 6 layer. The previous one was having 5 layer, but the last FSU that we was circulated has 6 layer. So if we have the 6 layer, this is how we should merchandise. We follow this. Okay, both of them are the 6 layer self. Both of them are the 6 layer now. I've taken out the 5 layer from here. So there are two ways we can merchandise. So these are the 2 ways to merchandise on the 6 layer. So the bottles on top, the first 2 layer, we have bottles. Then we have blisters here. Then here we have center fruit and center fresh stick. Okay, in place of this, if you already have puddings inside the store, you know, if you already have puddings inside the store, that is when you put center fresh and center fresh and center fruit stick. You put them here. But if you don't have puddings, if they don't allow puddings at the cash on the cash at the cash point, that means we will have to merchandise 14p on the FSU. That's why we have this. Okay, so but if we have puddings on the cash point already, so we'll follow this planogram, this particular one on the left hand side. We use this. Okay, so I'll move forward to discuss more on display. So talking about display, we have 2 types of display, which is primary and secondary display. Okay, so primary display is also referred to as the category shelf. It's a section provided by the store, supermarket for shelving of all competing similar products. Okay, so every supermarket that opens up, they always have a section. They have different sections in the store. Like they will have the cold section, they will have the confectionery section, They'll have the maybe soft drink, carbonated drink section. They have the wine section, like that. So in our own case, they have the confectionery section. So in that section, you have all form of candies and gum in that section. So everybody is allowed to be in that particular section. Sometimes it's only one shelf that they have, and they put everybody on that one shelf. Just give them different shelf on that particular display. So that particular space in the store where we have everybody clustered without us paying any cover is called the primary shelf, or you call it the category shelf. So aside from that section, any other position where you are in the store is called the secondary display. Any other part where you are located in the store is called the secondary display. Okay, so even gondola is a secondary display.
Sorry, Amos. Opeyemi, is Shola in this call?
No.
Please forward this thing to him. Let him join.
Okay.
So thank God Sunday is recording it, so you can share it, the record, they can get it too.
So
they
were all invited. I don't know why they didn't join. They were all invited.
Yeah. So any other position
Then
where
call
we are
him
in
to
the
join.
store, any other position where we are in the store aside from the main primary shelf, that is called a secondary display. And there are so many positions in the stores where we can take advantage of to create a secondary display, or we drop our own POSM. So POSM too are used to create secondary display. Remember, I've talked about our POSM that we have in previous slide, which is the FSU, the CTUs, and CTUs. We have three types of CTU. We have the ATR CTU, we have slim wheel, we have puddings. So all those are our CTUs. That's our our countertop unit. So so we can use those display to get secondary display. And why it is very, very important for our kind of product is because we sell impulse brand. So impulse brand, shoppers don't usually plan, to shop for impulse brand like gum, and candy, except when they have special occasions that they deliberately go to the store to buy. But 95% of the time, shoppers don't plan to buy candy. They only buy it if they see it. You understand? And a very, very important secondary display is the cash area. That is the cash point. For our brand, the cash point is a very, very important position where we should have our display. Just like we have in ShopRite, we have an agreement with ShopRite. You can see at the cash point, we have on the cash tray, we are there across, and then we still have some hangers there. So 80% of sales for impulse brand happen at the secondary display, most especially the cash point, because that cash point is a very important point of interruption for shoppers inside the store. Wherever you go, whatever you come to shop inside the store, you must come to the cash point to make payments. And that's why it is very, very important for us to be at the cash point. So like I mentioned, apart from like I said, every other display apart from this primary shelf is a secondary display. But there's also an important secondary display, which is the gondola. Gondola end is also a secondary display, which is more and it's usually not given for free, but sometimes some stores, depending on the space that they have, and depending on how fast and relationship you have in the store, they can give you a gondola end for free. But in most stores where they have high footfall, they have a very tight space, they sell gondola end. So, and then gondola end is usually being purchased by companies, and it is being paid on a monthly rental. So you can rent it for 1 month, 2 months, you can rent it for 1 year, depending on what to be done with that gondola. And the good thing about gondola ends is that it gives the company the opportunity to do branding, to brand the display. You know, it's the store that owns the display, but they can brand it, they can customize it. You know, in fact, you can even ask for that for a customized display to be put at that gondola end, and then you pay for it. So that is gondola end, and it's only your product that is expected to be on a gondola end because you are paying for it to advertise your product, you know, to promote your product. So some companies, when they get gondola end, they do it, especially when they are trying to promote a particular brand. Let's say maybe we have a new item that we want to push, want to create awareness and all that. You can get a gondola end. You can run promotion for that particular product. You can put a promoter in the store to talk to people about the product that you are promoting. You know, so that is what most companies use gondola end to do. But in our case, we are trying to block space because we know that by next year we'll have some more products coming in, and then we want to start blocking the space. And apart from that, create more visibility for our products. You know, the gondola end can quickly help you to spot out the product that are not there. You know, we were taking full advantage. Ordinarily, gondola end is meant to promote a particular brand, not too many products. Okay, so I just show you. So the picture here is they are all primary. These are all primary shelf from different stores. Okay, so here, am I too fast?
No.
Okay, so here on the left hand side, you can see my screen here. Yeah, so here you can see Orbit, you can see other brands, Chlorate, and Co. You can see them all here. Then you can see our own primary shelf. See here we have a full drop of primary shelf. This is Blanco Shangotedo. No, Blanco Lekki. So you can see we have full drop here. This is a primary shelf. Here, the same thing down here. This is a primary shelf where you can see Vicks here. You can see Vicks. You can see some other kind of candies here. You can see Tom Tom. So this the shelf. You can see Orbit here. So this is the shelf that the store provides as a primary shelf. In this other place, this is looking more like a gondola, but it's a primary shelf where we are occupying this whole space here. I think this Port Harcourt store. So we are occupying all this space here. Yeah. So this all primary shelf, all competing products, they are all there. Okay, like I was mentioning, this is secondary display. You can see our FSU here. Okay. So we have FSU. So this is our CTU sitting on this display. Though not following the planogram properly, we need to make sure that the planogram are being followed. Okay, then we have our puddings and our slim wheels here. Then this one, it's very important. I kept this display, this ShopRite display, so that new merchandisers, we need to take them through for them to know that this display in ShopRite, we are paying for it. So they should know from the training that, see, in ShopRite, when you go to ShopRite, you will see this display and these hangers, we are paying for it. So you mustn't allow anybody to take this space, you know? So very, very important for them to know. That's why I decided to put this secondary display in this slide, okay, for ShopRite. Then this is called Power Wing. The last one here, where you see Chupa Chop 10-piece hanging. Yeah, this is a Power Wing. And we'll have it in most ShopRites. We'll see our merchandisers claiming those space. You know, we are not paying for them; they are free. So there are other points of interruption. You can see this one is around the kids section. You know, it's around the toy section where kids are likely to go take their parents to buy toys. So very, very important point of interruption. Okay, so these ones are gondola end. So this gondola end, you can see it's only our product that is on the display. This is a gondola end. I don't know what they put down here, but this is a gondola end. Here you can see every day Port Harcourt. This is our gondola end. This is Just Right. Then this is ShopRite here. Okay, so gondola ends, only you occupy the display. Okay, so we've talked about the planogram for our POSM material earlier. So we will now move to discuss about the planogram for our primary shelf. Okay, our primary shelf and our gondola end. Yeah. So planogram, we understand, is a pattern of arranging products in a display, to create more visibility and increase customer purchase. So the planogram help in achieving that. Okay. So this first slide here is planogram for a full shelf, and it's also similar to planogram for a gondola end. So the planogram for a full shelf is similar to the planogram for a gondola end. If you have gondola end and the gondola end is meant for all our products, then this is how you're expected to shelf it. This is how we're expected to merchandise. So we'll have the bottles in the first two shelf, like this. Then we'll have the blisters. That's gum first, starting with gum. So we'll have the blisters. Then we'll have the centers, or the 5-piece, center fruits, strawberry, and then the mango. Then we'll have the 14-piece, fruits, mints, rainbow. Then after that, we'll have the pouches. So this MFA candy. Okay, then this is the lemon ginger. This is the menthol, then lemon ginger. Then we'll have a pelebe candy, caramel, and then we'll have the strawberry here. So the numbers of facing, you can see the number of facing. So we'll follow these numbers of facing. So we'll have 5 of caramel and 2 of strawberry. Caramel sells more, so need to merchandise it more. Then here we have apelebe stick and then chewy. We put the both of them on this column. And then the down part is for chupa chop fili, because for children to easily pick it. So this is when we have full shelf. We merchandise this way. Okay, but if we have separate shelf for gum, there are some stores like ShopRite where they give us more than 2 full drop, 2 to 3 full drop. So if you have a full shelf for gum alone, so this is how we're going to merchandise it. Full shelf for gum alone. Okay, we'll start with the bottles, then blisters like this. Then we'll have the centers, then MFA gum pouches. Here, if we have a few another one in future, we can put, then we have fili. This is if we have a full drop for gum. Similarly, if we have a full drop for candy alone, we follow this merchandising this way. We do this way. So we'll have 14p, then 40p Mentos, Draghi. So we'll have it here. Then we'll have the MFA candy menthol, MFA candy lemon ginger on the next shelf like this. Okay, I think the picture is very clear. So this is if we have full shelf for candy alone. Okay, so in some stores, they have problem with space. Some stores, we understand that they have space constraint, and if we have such kind of stores, we need to manage the space that we have to put both our gum and candy. So if we have that kind of experience, okay, in small LMTs, so this is how maybe they give us 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4 shelf, four shelf from the full drop. So we merchandise the gum bottles, then blisters next to it on the same roll. We'll do this way. Then the next shelf will have the centers and 14p. Then this other shelf, third shelf, you have MFA candy menthol, and you have one of the lemon ginger, pelebe caramel, and then the strawberry. Then we have fili and a pelebe stick. stick and chew, put them down there. Okay, so we've come to the end of the training. I think we're very fast about it because most of the things are what we are familiar with already. So just to brush us and for us to be able to, use it for training of merchandisers from time to time, and even as new guys joining us, to just take them through, especially for the fact that they will be visiting modern trade outlet, even those that will be doing retail, some of the things they just need to understand. So okay, so it's time for question and answer Q&A. So if you have any question, you can raise your hand. I think these are something that I'm already familiar with most of the discussion, apart from the terms that we're explaining. Okay, Tolu, your question.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Just want to find out if the slides will be shared with us so that we'll keep it like a template.
I think I've shared it on the WhatsApp group already.
Sorry?
Yeah, I shared it on WhatsApp group already, but I'll share it on email. I'll do that. The PowerPoint slide is heavy, so I will share the PDF file, then I can try to drop the PowerPoints on Teams. I'll share it on Teams. Abi Sunday, I can share it on Teams now.
Yeah, you can drop it in the chat box of this meeting.
Yeah, I'll just drop it on. I should drop it for you. You let me, you circulate it, right?
No, once you drop it in the chat box here,
everybody
you
gets
send
it.
everybody will be able to download it here.
Okay, very good. I'll do that. And I also send the PDF file on email, because the PowerPoint is 80 megabytes, so it's heavy. Okay, Obinna, your question.
You can convert to PDF.
Yeah, it's in PDF. That's why I say I will send the PDF on email. That one is, I've already done that. It's 5 megabytes. I'll share that to everybody. Obinna, your question. Okay, it's like Obinna is no more in the meeting. I saw you raising your hand. Okay, it appears we don't have any more questions. Obinna, your question.
It's not a question. I wanted to say exactly what Tolu just said.
Okay, the same thing Tolu asked.
Our merchandisers, and from time to time too, we can have them on that too.
Okay, so no problem. I'll share it. Any other question or comments? Okay, so in the absence of any question, okay, Yusuf. Go ahead, Yusuf.
Sir, it's a suggestion, sir.
Okay.
If you can get a manual hard copy, a pocket size of the whole presentation, so that we can be taking it along, so that we can, anytime we go to the store, we can open it and check if the store are in line with our planogram or not.
I think if you have the copy on your phone, you can actually screenshot and have the planogram on your phone, so you can check it from there. Once I send the copy to you, you can make a screenshot and just have it on your phone. There's no need to go around with manual.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Any other question? So in that sense of question, I assume that the slide is very self-explanatory and is very clear. Okay, thank you, guys.
They are quite clear.
Uncle Carlo, you want to say something?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Sandisi.
No, I said they are quite clear. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Uncle Carlo. Thank
bro.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Obina, call me.
All right, so good night.
Right,
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, bro.
I'll share it
Boss.
now. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Obina,
boss.
call me.
Yeah, thank you.
Obina, I hope you heard me. I say you should call me.
Yes, maybe I'll call you.